I'm going to show you how to program Eucon custom touchscreen buttons to open an instrument track preset in Cubase or Nuendo. One of the most powerful things you can do with Eucon is program touchscreen buttons to activate a key command, or in this case, a string of key commands. This is a picture of my Add Instrument Track page. It's a custom page. You can see I've got my favorite instruments on there. Got a home button in the lower right corner to get me back to my main page. Then I've got, if you notice on the lower left side, I've got a yellow button which is the actual add command, and the edit VST instrument button, which opens up the selected instrument interface. I'll be using Nuendo for this, but the instructions are identical for Cubase. First thing we need to do is create a track preset, an instrument track preset for what you want to open, what you want to have on your page. So here's how this page works. You hit the Add Instrument button, then you hit the yellow Add button, and then if you want to open up the GUI for the instrument that you've just opened, you hit the Edit VST Instrument button. All right, what I'll show you is what's happening on screen when I execute the Add Contact button. The first thing we need to do in Nuendo is to add a key command to the Add Track using Track Preset function. My key command is Shift-0. Okay, so for the instrument that you want to open with this button, you need to create a instrument track preset with it. Pretty standard stuff. Add track. Pick the instrument you want. And then you're going to save it as a track preset, and then of course keep note of what you name it. Keep it a short name, and I'll explain why. You want a short name because you're going to program Eucon to type the name of the track preset you want to open. The shorter the name, the quicker Nuendo finds it. So for this, I'm just calling this 1DP for Dark Planet, and then I'm going to program a button. It's going to have 5 key commands on it. And the reason it's 5, I'll explain. The first one is the key command to open the Add Track Preset dialog box. The next 3 you're going to add are a tab key command. So 3 tab key commands in a row. And what this does is it cycles the dialog box focus to the search field. And the last key command will type the name of the track preset that you want to open. In this case, it's 1DP to open up the track preset we just created. So let me just explain what's happening here, what we're seeing. First key command, Shift+0, opens up the Add Track Preset dialog box in Nuendo. The next key command, Tab, cycles to the next field. The next one, Tab, same thing. Next tab, same thing, which ends on the search field dialog box. Then the last key command actually types in the search field 1DP, which is the name of the track preset we want to open. And then I like to save as I go. And then in this, you just label it what you want. I label mine as you see, Add Dark Planet, and then save it. Okay, so you'll see on this page that I have in the lower left-hand corner, I've got an Add button, and then the Edit VST instrument button. Now the reason this is a series of 3 keystrokes instead of 1. So after some experimenting, I figured out between using a tab button and up and down arrows, that after you open the track preset dialog box and you type in a name that you're searching for, you can highlight the name and then hit the Enter button to execute the command of actually adding it. Ideally, you'd like to have all those key commands on one button. You know, the Shift+0, then the tab, then type in the name, then tab down again, and arrow down, then enter. You can't put all those commands on one button because when Nuendo is searching for the track preset, when it types in the name, those other commands will have already executed by the time Nuendo actually finds the preset, so it doesn't work. So you want to program this Add Track button with 3 different key commands. The first one is Tab, the second one is a down arrow, and the third one is Enter. can find those on the Insert Special drop-down menu. I did a lot of trial and error to figure out that those three things are the ones that select the track preset and execute it. If you've named it uniquely, only one thing's going to show up in that window, and that's why it works. Yeah, that's the other thing. The results of that track preset search can't have any other results in it. So it has to be its own name. You know, like you can see 1K5. It's the only thing that shows up when you search for 1K5. Hopefully this has been helpful in giving you some insight on how to program custom buttons.